Welcome to this week's episode of Coffee with a Journalist, brought to you by OnePitch. The guests on our show include some of the most notable journalists who write about topics ranging from technology to lifestyle and culture, health, and science. We discuss the types of stories they cover, their thoughts on exclusives and embargoes, their favorite pitches, and how they connect with sources. Head to onepitch.co and look for the video page to learn more about our new video series featuring journalists from the show. Today on the podcast, we're joined by Emma Kershaw. Emma is a contributor to People magazine, along with being a contributor to Cosmopolitan, Apartment Therapy, BuzzFeed, and other publications. During the episode, Emma starts by talking about what it's like to pitch articles as a contributor, weeding through trend pitches in her inbox, why it's important to share all the details about new products before they launch, and more. Let's hear from Emma now.
Welcome, everyone. I am Beck Bamberger, and this is Coffee with a Journalist. Hopefully you're a publicist wanting to hear about journalists, because that's what we do here. Today we have Emma Kershaw. She is a contributor to People, Cosmopolitan, BuzzFeed, Apartment Therapy, to name a few. And I'm so excited to have you, Emma. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Yes. Where are you right now in the world, by the way?
I'm in Manchester in England, so about 3 hours up from London. Yeah.
Okay. I can hear the English accent. Exciting times in England, I'm sure we could get into, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to talk about your inbox and pitches and all this great stuff. So, Emma, for you, let's just go right into it. How is your inbox in terms of pitches?
Well, at the minute, it is so chaotic. Like, I'm trying to keep on top of them, but there's just, so many every day. But at the minute, there's a lot of holiday gift guides, a lot of Taylor Swift stories, with the new album coming out.
Yes,
and a lot of holiday decor stuff.
Okay. Oh, decoration stuff. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
And because you are a contributor to various publications, are you getting pitches from publicists? And of course, then you're pitching also for your content to be in various publications?
Yeah, so it is a good mix of both. So I will get, quite a few publicist pitches, and I will, if it is a good fit, I will be happy to pitch them out. But then I will also be mindful to pitch my own ideas, because when I first started out, it was mainly, my own ideas. And
yes,
I don't want to lose that.
Yes.
But then I do enjoy pitching, publicists' ideas, and especially if it's timely. Like, I love a good timely story.
What would you say the ratio is of you pitching or using publicist pitches to aid in your pitches?
At the minute, I'd say it's about 70% publicist pitches, 30% my own. Yeah.
Very
I think
good.
at the time of year as well, because there's so many holiday pitches and, like Halloween and then Thanksgiving as well, which we don't have Thanksgiving over here, but because I contribute to so many American publications, it is on my radar, and I'm always thinking about the American holidays that I wouldn't normally have to think about.
I've never thought about that, of being like not based necessarily in America, but then dealing with all the pitches and all the holiday stuff that is in America, and you got to focus on that.
Yeah, and
learning
even
something every day.
Like summer hours as well. So a lot of the publications that I write for, they had summer hours. I think it was between, I can't even think of the holiday. Which is the holiday in May?
May. Oh, Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Labor Day? I was confused. Yes, but go ahead. Yes. I think it's Memorial Day. Yes.
Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, it's summer hours. So then I've got to program my brain to not only think of the time difference, but then think that people are going to finish work at 1 p.m. on a Friday. So it does impact my own pitching with the time difference.
And the summer hours. Wow, yeah. I didn't know that there's summer hours necessarily in newsrooms. Probably not breaking news necessarily places, but I imagine in more the publications you're working with.
Yeah, definitely. I think more lifestyle publications and entertainment publications, like you said, as opposed to hard news.
Because your breadth of content is so wide, Emma, and this is a show listened to by publicists, what are pitches you want to get?
So I do love like I said, a timely pitch. And a lot of the content that I cover is trend related. So whether it's interior design trends or a celebrity trend or a TikTok trend. And with those type of pitches, they will come from publicists mainly.
Oh, and they will come from publicists. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
So celebrity trend, and then opposite side of the question, what do you not want to get? That's like a pet peeve of yours that you keep getting, perhaps.
I keep getting a lot of NFT pitches, and
really,
I'm not even too sure what that is. So, so that is a difficult one to navigate because I've never covered an NFT.
You must just be on some horrible list.
Yeah. And then at one point, I did get a lot of like politics pitches, but specifically US politics, and I've never ever covered politics before.
So, no. Emma, for you, what's a good pitch look like? And maybe what are even the elements of a good pitch?
Okay, so with the elements of a pitch, like I've mentioned this before, timely, because I do work on mainly trends and stuff like that. And then with a good pitch, I always say it needs to have the basics of the company or the product. And it sounds so simple, but I found that some publicists won't put that in because I think they'll automatically assume that you know what it is. And I think from my perspective as well, being in a different country, if it's, a US specific product, then I do need a bit more background information because some websites, say like even some of the big ones like Home Depot, I can't get on that website because it must be location specific. So if there's a new
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah. So if there's a new like Home Depot product that say someone's pitched, then I'll need the information and I'll need that all in the email because I can't click out and look on the website myself because I can't get on it. So it's
never
like
thought of that.
Trying to jump through hoops a few times with, with the differences, but I make it work as best as I can.
So for you, especially with so many consumer trend pieces that you cover, what's the best way for publicists to give you the assets, the imagery, and so forth?
Usually, so in an email, I always like it when it comes to a Dropbox link.
Oh, okay. So do you like Dropbox?
Yeah, but then with the Dropbox link, not a zip file because it's so hard
a zip file. Okay.
Dealing with all that. So it's easy when it's all, individually laid out. And then also, this is another simple thing as well, but with the imagery, to have the credit included. And for me not to have to go back and ask for the credit, because if it's a timely, quick story that I need to be writing up that day, and say that I'm writing it in the morning my time, and then I don't know, it's PST time and the publicist is asleep, then I can't get that credit. So it needs to be included already.
Yeah. Now included like on the actual file name itself or just somewhere, anywhere that you can reference easily. I know what you're exactly talking about.
Yeah. Anywhere that I can reference it easily, really, because that is one of, the main things with the imagery. And it's a very important thing to have. When it's not included easily, then it is more work for me to go back and ask for that. And it becomes a whole thing sometimes.
Yeah, especially with the time zones and stuff. So, okay, give the credit image for all your images up front, easily in a Dropbox. No zip files, basically.
No zip files.
No zip files. Okay. Oh, now, Emma, we kind of went over this, but I want to loop back on this with just all the pitches you do get. And then, of course, the pitches you are sending to the publications as a contributor. Do you have a way in which you organize pitches that come into you?
I do have.
Yes.
A spreadsheet. Because I'm such a typical Virgo, I'm obsessed, and everything is organized and key coded and color coded.
Wait, on a spreadsheet though?
Yeah.
Wow. So wait a second. What does a spreadsheet look like? Oh, I've never heard this before.
Let me get it up.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about this.
Today's interview will continue after this brief message brought to you by OnePitch. Are you curious to see the unique ways OnePitch helps PR professionals and marketers pitch journalists? Head to onepitch.co to learn about our new OnePitch score and see how easy it is to find the right journalist to pitch your news to. Sign up for your free account today. Now, back to today's episode.
And describe, of course.
Okay, so I do have 2 tabs. I'll have a tab where it's publicist pitches and then my own ideas. So the publicist pitches, it'll start with the working title, who sent it, when they sent it, and then I'll list the publications that I want to send it out to, and then the date that I sent it, and then I've got 3 tabs, like follow-up 1, follow-up 2, follow-up 3, and then the outcome.
Okay. Wow, that's very Virgo of you. Yeah. You're on it. Okay. So if you get a pitch and you're like, nah, I don't, this, NFT or whatever, do you just delete? You don't save them for any reason?
No, I won't save them. And at the beginning, I did try to reply to every single email.
Oh gosh, no.
But I always say, like, you probably know yourself, like if you reply to every single email, you can be sat there for 3 hours and then you'll refresh the page and it'll be the same amount and more. Yep. So I do have to be picky with who I reply to. And it's not a personal thing. And I think I need to tell myself that people won't take it personally if I'm not going to reply.
I think that's a pretty known thing in the land of publicists. Like, no reply is definitely not a personal dig, because I think all of us just know there's just the sheer volume that we're competing against. And in an opposite way, what a delight when we do get a response.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then like an NFT pitch, that'll just be like a no reply, like no way. But then one that will work, but not necessarily for now, like I might not reply now, but then you could get a reply in a month, 2 months, 3 months, because it could be relevant further down the line. So I will keep it on the back burner.
And you will keep it on your spreadsheet.
Yeah, on the spreadsheet.
See, that spreadsheet. You get on the sheet, it's good news. Okay. I love it. Emma, let me play with you this fill in the blank, if I may. So I have some phrases and then you can just fill it in. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
Here we go. My favorite sources always
reply by the deadline. Like that is such a simple thing as well, but say if you put out a journal request and you'll say my deadline is the 30th of October, for example, and you could get an email on the 2nd of November with someone wanting to be included, but you've already filed the piece. It's
what
it's
are you
just
doing?
A simple thing, and
I wonder if people think, oh, well, their deadline isn't hard or what. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. You'll never get a response from me if
you get my name wrong. That is a big one.
Really? What do people say?
Okay, so I get Emily a lot.
Okay,
which
Emily.
Is it, pretty similar. But the other day, someone called me Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Jack.
Totally wrong. Nothing.
Yeah, so
Nothing.
nowhere near.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's bad. So getting your name right. Okay. You can follow up with me if?
I'd say if I've not replied in 5 days.
Okay. 5 days. The appropriate amount of lead time for a story is?
I'd say that one varies a lot just because I'm writing for such a wide variety of publications and
true.
But, evergreen stuff, more timely things. But to give a rough time frame, I'd say anything between 2 days and 2 weeks.
Okay. 2 days, 2 weeks, the whole range. This is good to know. My maybe hard to answer question here. My favorite stories to write are?
Everything. Everything. Like lifestyle.
Especially it looks like if it's about relationship timelines for celebrities, for example. That seems like it's one of your hot takes as of late.
I love a relationship timeline at the minute. And it's nice for me to be able to delve deeper into that and, do my own research and learn things that I didn't necessarily know before while I'm writing the piece.
Must be super fun. Okay, Emma, besides all the celebrity stuff that you must consume on the daily, what do you listen to, read, watch, other stories that you consume and you love, especially right now?
So at the minute, I'm in a bit of a reading slump. So I do try and read a lot. Like usually it's non-fiction in the morning, fiction in the night. But I'm in a reading slump.
Non-fiction in the morning, fiction in the night. Okay, I like it.
It's very, very specific. But I've recently read the Miracle Morning Routine.
The Miracle Morning Routine?
Yeah. And it gives you
Miracle Morning Routine. Okay.
Various different steps of how to enhance your life and enhance your mentality and just feel better and get your day off to a good start. And it'll be, exercise, meditation, reading, sitting in silence. And I do try and incorporate that. And especially with the pandemic and with me not having my own set routine necessarily because I'm working on mainly American hours. Mm-hmm. When I do get up, I will try and incorporate this miracle routine to set myself off for a good start.
Oh, okay. I think wait, is the author Hale Elrod?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Wait, and it's a 6-minute miracle for busy people. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm totally into this. Silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. Life savers, as he says. Oh, this is a handy little thing. Okay. Emma, so great. What else? This is immediately helpful.
Okay, so my new thing in the evening now it's getting a bit colder, is having a bubble bath and putting on a TED Talk.
Oh,
just any motivational TED Talk. Like,
I want to be in England with you right now, being like, is it time for our bath and our TED Talk? Oh,
Come on over.
Love this. I love this. So then let me ask you, how do you curate your TED Talks? You just go on the website and you're like, okay, let me scroll through.
Yeah.
Or are you looking from like some influencer who posted something?
No, I'll literally just go on YouTube and I'll scroll through and I'll think, oh, that is how I'm feeling today. And I'll put it on. Like last night, it was about failures and how to turn your failures into success and how to reprogram your brain to, not get down on the bad things because we do tend to do that, don't we?
Yeah. And there's a lot of bad things out there. Yeah. So by golly. Wow, Emma, I love this. Fiction in the morning, non-fiction in the morning, fiction in the evening, possibly TED Talk bubble bath. Love it. Love it. This is so good. Emma, just to kind of close us out here, what do you think the future of journalism looks like?
So I'm thinking that we're definitely heading towards more just digital news, digital journalism, all of that stuff. And it's been coming for a long time, but now even more so with, a lot of magazines cutting the print issues and going online only. And I think it's only going to expand and gear more towards a digital world. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because there are so many opportunities with, being digital. And I think we've seen that in the pandemic, especially in journalism and me being able to do it from home and write for these outlets that are based in London, based in New York, based in LA and still be able to do it, then
so just digital.
Yeah.
Digital all the way. And don't be afraid of it necessarily.
Yeah.
Except if you can't click the damn Home Depot link if you're in another country.
That is a big issue.
Yeah, Emma, until today, I never thought about that of websites not viewable to a journalist just based in another country. But of course, that's a total reality.
Yeah,
wow.
It does make it difficult sometimes. And, I could sit here and name quite a few that I can't get on and I've got to work my way around it. And I've even had times when I've had to get the publicist to go on the website and screenshot it so I can see what it says.
Wow. Yeah, fascinating. Never thought about that. Well, Emma Kershaw, thank you for being on today. Emma is a contributor to lots of publications. Check it out. People, Cosmopolitan, BuzzFeed, Apartment Therapy, to name a few. Emma, so great having you on. And I'm going to try the bubble bath TED routine. I'm going to try it tonight.
Do it. It's life-changing.
Oh, cannot wait. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Coffee with a Journalist featuring Emma Kershaw, contributor for People magazine. To learn more about the latest tools on OnePitch and to subscribe to our weekly podcast newsletter, head to our website at onepitch.co. We'll see you all next week with even more insights about the journalists you want to learn more about. Until then, start great stories.